It began quietly, like any other morning at John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York. A woman stepped off a flight from Tokyo, dressed in a light gray hijab, holding a maroon passport that glowed faintly under the terminal lights. She looked calm, polite, and ordinary until officers opened her passport. Her nationality was listed as Torenza, but no such country exists. At first, security thought it was an error or a printing mistake, maybe a forgery. They asked her name, her reason for travel, her destination. She answered clearly. She said she was here for a business conference in Manhattan. But when they checked her flight record, there was nothing. The flight number she mentioned didn't exist. The ticketing system showed no match. Even the visa barcode scanned blank. The passport itself looked perfect holographic emblem, microprint, watermark, everything you'd expect from a genuine document. Even the arrival stamp from Tokyo's Narita Airport was there. But when officials checked their systems, no country named Torenza appeared anywhere. Not in the United Nations registry, not in ICAO flight databases, not in the world's recognized territories. It was a passport from nowhere. They moved her to a holding room for further questioning. The woman didn't resist. She sat quietly, hands folded, staring into the one-way mirror in front of her, as if watching something we couldn't see. When asked to point to her country on a map, she hesitated. Then she touched a spot between France and Spain and whispered, "That's where it should be." But there was nothing there. Homeland Security was called in. They searched her luggage. Inside were Torenzan banknotes with unfamiliar faces, a passport case branded with symbols no one recognized, and electronic devices with no serial numbers. When scanned, every barcode returned the same message: data not found. Every item looked real, just from a world that wasn't ours. Around 2 a.m., the airport servers began glitching. Every time someone typed the word Torenza, the system froze and rebooted. Search results disappeared seconds after appearing. It felt as if something or someone was deleting the country in real time. The woman was kept overnight for observation. Officers checked on her every hour. But at 2:13 a.m., the security cameras blinked for 1 second, then resumed. In that single second, she was gone. The chair was empty. No door opened. No movement recorded. Just empty air. Her passport, however, was still on the desk. Its surface was warm, as if she had been holding it moments before. The final stamp inside carried a future date 2 days ahead. 3 days later, a short clip appeared online. It showed the same woman calmly speaking with officers at customs. Halfway through, her body flickered like static, and she vanished, leaving her reflection behind for a heartbeat before that, too, faded away. Within hours, the clip went viral. Millions watched and shared. Hashtag Woman from Torenza trended across TikTok and X. Some called her a time traveler. Others said she was proof of a dimensional glitch, a traveler between realities. No one could explain it, and every re-upload lost its final second, no matter who posted it. By mid-October, major news outlets weighed in. NDTV, Hindustan Times, and Gulf News ran stories confirming there was no record of any woman detained with such a passport at JFK. No evidence, no incident report, no confirmation. Fact-checkers called it an AI-generated hoax, synthetic footage blending real airport scenes with computer-generated faces. But experts who examined the passport disagreed. Its microprint and holograms matched real government production standards. It was too perfect to fake easily. Audio engineers tried to analyze her voice from a viral video. When slowed down, hidden echoes emerged, strange reverse syllables layered under her words. A linguist claimed she whispered, "This isn't my world." Another said the same words played backward meant, "They took my home." No one knew what to believe anymore. Then the story took a stranger turn. Internet historians connected her case to an older legend from 1954 of a man arriving at Tokyo's Haneda Airport with a passport from a non-existent country called Taured. He, too, vanished from a locked hotel room that same night. 2 travelers, 2 impossible nations, 70 years apart. Conspiracy theorists started calling it the return of Taured. They mapped the exact coordinates both travelers mentioned between France and Spain, the same blank space. Maybe Torenza was Taured reborn, a place that keeps slipping through time, only appearing when something goes wrong. Still, authorities at JFK stayed silent. No official statement, no denial, no confirmation. Employees said the terminal cameras were under maintenance that week. Yet a few airport workers whispered about Gate 57, the place where the woman had first arrived. They said the lights near that gate flickered at night, and that sometimes in the glass walls, a faint outline of her face appears like a reflection caught between worlds. Weeks later, a janitor cleaning near customs found a single handprint on a glass divider. When he wiped it, the print glowed faintly under the light. He stepped back, and for a second, he saw her reflection smiling faintly at him. Then it was gone. He took a photo on his phone, but when he looked later that night, the image was black. Only the timestamp remained 2:13 a.m. Now, months later, the internet still argues. Was it all an elaborate hoax and AI creation designed to mimic fear? Or did something real happen that day at JFK? Because sometimes, when you pass through customs late at night, the mirror glass reflects a little too slowly, just for a second, long enough to wonder, what if your reflection comes from somewhere else entirely?